Let me tell you a story. You know, it's always about the stories. So, I thought we were going to have time to do this on the 5th, on Tuesday night. But it turns out everybody's coming in kind of a kapakahi fashion, or we would say mixed up fashion. So, we're not actually going to get to spend time together on Tuesday night.
Few things to think about before dressing in Hawaii.
This is the best way for me to front load the information so you know what's required of all of us on Wednesday morning. Protocol. The idea of a whole kupu, an offering, or a makana, or a gift. Very serious stuff. Around here, anyway. And around here, not too many things are serious. Most things are pretty relaxed. So you can imagine our feeling around protocol, respect, relationship building. These things are important to us.
Bring a backpack, bring a water bottle.
So that morning, we are coming down to pay our respects to those relationships that matter to us. So, in order to do that, I gotta tell you a story.
Dress comfortably.
Hey, there's a lot of stories. And this story, just one of them, is one of the 4 major creation stories we play with. This particular story is the Wakea story, which is apropos given you're on the big island of Hawaii, Mokoke'awe, and you'll be going up to Mauna Ahu o Wakea, Mauna A Wakea, the mountain altar to the Sky Father.
Bring a good hat and lots of sunscreen.
And I know people call it Mauna Kea now, the White Mountain, but that's just because people are lazy and take shortcuts and don't understand the deep meanings of things. So, when you got all the time in the world because you can relax in paradise, you tend not to be lazy about your relationships. You tend to take the time to see what really matters. So, this exercise is an exercise in the relationship with our environment, with this island, with Mokuoke'awe.
We'll be outside most of the day. Wear layers.
So, it's story time. And I'm gonna abbreviate. So, forgive me. Life began. And when life began, it began in the sea, in the tidal pools, the single-celled coral polyp. Now, how life began in the sea is this story. And so, out of respect, we will begin at the sea, like the coral polyp. The Sky Father, Wakea, and his consort, his partner, the Earth Mother, Papahanau'u, rested, played, and lived under the watchful eye of the grandfather's son, the Ra, or the La, and the grandmother moon, Mahina. So the La and Mahina stood watch over Wakea and Papahanau'u. And one other, the woman that is the sea, Nawahine o Kekai. Some say she is the younger sister of Papahanau'u and the granddaughter of the moon, Mahina. Some say she is the mother of the moon, Mahina, and the great-grandmother of all. In our legends, we say the water is the oldest thing. The water is the newest thing. The water is everything. All of life exists inside the water. So our oldest legends tell us that the water is older than the sun, and the water is older than the moon, and yet the water is younger than the sun and younger than the moon. So this is how we describe our science with art. I digress. Back to the story. At the beginning of time, Wakea, the Sky Father, had an affair with the younger sister of his consort, the woman that is the sea. And through this affair, life began. So, life begins in the tidal pools and the coral polyp, and life blossoms and explodes and begins to fill the sea. So much so that there's no room and life has to come out onto land. And when it does, the Earth Mother, in her vengeance, in her anger at the betrayal of the Sky Father, could have destroyed all of life. But she does not. She welcomes life on land and has it multiply manyfold. So much so that soon she gives life back to the air, to the sky. So now the Sky Father, the Earth Mother, and the woman that are the sea can all enjoy life, the fruits of their relationship. So we know as Polynesians that the first law of life, if you honor life, is compassion. Compassion. Second law is forgiveness. We know this because the Earth Mother has demonstrated this through her very actions. And so, in our protocols, we begin down at the sea, recognizing that we have two mothers. The Earth Mother, who mothers us all, protects us all. And then the woman that is the sea, the water, the salt water, the same primal salt water that you will find in every woman who walks the planet. Every woman is connected to the woman that is the sea. All of life begins in that same primal ocean, the same primordial sea. So all of us are given birth like that single cell in a salty sea, and all of us make that journey onto land that we call our birth. So the Hiuvai is a ritual engaged in to acknowledge this. So when we meet in the morning down at the beach, we will meet in silence as your life is when you are in the womb. Think of us as re-entering the womb when we re-enter the water at shoreline, that salty sea. In our ritual, we immerse ourselves in the sea, and there in the darkness, in the salt water, we let go of any action that might have caused pain to anyone else. Any bad thought, any misdeed, any word of anger, any word of reproach, especially words of reproach you have for yourself. There in the primal ocean, we have a chance to be reborn. And so, let us give a birth to this relationship between the National Center for Atmospheric Research, Rising Voices, the communities on the ground, and in fact the world at large. Let's give birth to this great effort to cross the chasm between the indigenous or native first peoples, as we describe them now, and the world of modernity, when in truth we know there is no separation. There's only one world. There's only one canoe. We're all in it. So, who on the planet is not indigenous? We're all indigenous. We should all reconnect to those relationships that matter. So, protocol, the ho'okupu, the makana, the offering, the gift, these things that create respect and relationship, these are meaningful things. These are things in Rising Voices we've always attended to. we have the opportunity to begin in a really good way. And my grandfather would say, it doesn't begin right, how's it going to end right? So, when you come, and I know this is long, on that morning, come and meet us at the beach. In your swimwear, bring a towel with you. Hopefully you've learned the chant. If not, just come and sing and be with us. We will all enter the water together. No one can tell you how long you will be in the water except yourself and the woman who is the sea. She is your birth mother. Your birth mother also comes from the woman who is the sea. So when you return, pay respects to the woman who did the work 9 months to bring you here. And later, we will pay respects to the Earth Mother who holds you for the rest of your life. And at the end of your life, we would say, now the journey is just beginning. So, thanks for joining us here in Hawaii. That morning, come down. We will be in silence. So when you come down, be open to people lining you up in a particular order. Know that we will have folks in the water watching over you as you enter. Only go into the water as far as you feel comfortable. If you feel comfortable just standing to your knees in the water, then do that. If you feel comfortable swimming out, then do that. If you feel comfortable walking out about 10 feet and just immersing yourself, then do that. You will know when you are through. When you are finished in your relationship with the woman that is the sea, come up out of the water where attendants will help you. There will be a whole kupu for you, and join us at the fire where we will wait until the last person is out of the ocean and joining us at the fire. And then we will greet the grandfather's son. Ayo? So, come that morning, bring a towel, come in swimwear. We're all going to get a little wet, and then we're all going to stand around and get a little warm, and we're going to look like a village on the beach. Can't wait to see you all. Ayala.